time into outside of your family. But people say, well, it takes time for my family to build the business. Or I can't afford to build the business. Now remember, when you're out in the field building, typically the reason that people give you why they think they can't do it is exactly why they need to do it. Okay? Yeah, it takes a little bit of money up front to start this business. But really, what are the options? I was speaking with, was somebody in here about that yesterday? Well, anyways, or it takes time, I don't have the time. Well, how long does somebody want a couple $100 to be an issue in their life? How long does somebody want time to be an issue in your life? And that's really what this is all about. It was great that we have these phenomenal products, and without the products, we don't have a business opportunity. See, the economic potential of your individual businesses is the economic potential of the product or service that you represent. Well, over 90% of diseases are linked to inflammation. And we have the only game in town. So if that's all we had was that one product, from a product standpoint, we could build an empire. It's just a matter of us getting out and doing it. But if all you see in that bottle is a purple juice, a natural anti-inflammatory, maybe the most nutrient-dense piece of food in the world, served up in its only whole food form in the world, then you've missed it. Because in the bottle is a lot more than that. I'm going to ask a couple people off the cuff. Now, I didn't tee these people up, but I'd like you to share your stories with us today, just for a few minutes, kind of the Reader's Digest version, if you will. But in the bottle is a new home, is a second home for the Wedgeberries, so they can be closer to their daughter and their grandchildren. From Mason City, Iowa, correct? And now you have a second home here. You spend half the year here. Well, this business has allowed you to do that. Is that correct? Well, in this bottle is a swimming pool that you can build while your children are still young enough to enjoy it, or still at home to enjoy it. Or your grandchildren can come over and enjoy it. In the bottle is a dishwasher, is a washing machine that doesn't shake down the hallway when you turn it on. It's a new car. It's a 7 Series BMW if that's what you love. It's an Audi if that's what you love to drive. It's a Range Rover if that's what you love to drive. It's a GMC pickup truck, which is what I love to drive. I know John thinks that's funny working at a Cadillac dealership, but I just drive a pickup truck. My wife drives a Cadillac, and that's hilarious. It's a private school for your children. It's a private school for your grandchildren. And I believe that the best product that we have is the actual opportunity itself, particularly in this economy. So you'll find that I tend to talk a lot about the business, because I think you get what you're looking for. And if we're out looking for people that just want health concerns, that are just into prevention, we'll find them. Believe me, they're everywhere. Unfortunately, we live in a society right now, I know, this is my opinion, indulged in gluttony, and people are killing themselves with spoons and forks, lack of exercise, the convenience, the instant gratification of fast food, pills, and everything else. And that's why my heart goes out to Beverly and these founders, because they want to change that. They're going to do their part in the society to change that. And I admire that, and I respect that, and I'm thankful to you guys for giving us this opportunity. But understand, they do their part, and that's giving us the opportunity. That's giving us the brand. That's giving us the world-class compensation plan. There's another network marketing company in the industry that's the last company, in my opinion, to really do this industry right and go to that elusive $1 billion a year in annual sales mark, and it's called Nu Skin. And they're a 27-year-old company now. But I study the company, I listen to their story, I listen to the top team, I study their top earner, Nathan Ricks, I look at his system, I listen to their conference calls, I listen to their opportunity calls. I do this so you don't have to. Now remember, you don't have to. You don't need to know all the stuff Dr. Morton was talking about. But I'm listening to their story. And our story's better. Our product story's better. Our marketing plan story's better. Our timing's better. Our founder story's better. We just need to get out and tell it more. And it's not something you're going to do yourself. And that's really what I'm going to talk about in a few minutes as I continue to build value in this opportunity so that you can justify spending your time on this. Now remember, in many cases, you're taking time away from something else. Most of us can just take the time away from the television set. Do you realize that 1% of the wealthy 1% here in America, 1% of the wealthy 1% are actors or athletes? Which validates to me that most of us spend our time watching everybody else live their dreams instead of going and getting our dreams. That's why I love people like Kenny. I meet this kid, Kenny. We've met twice, right, Kenny? You're 24 years old? And yes, was it yesterday that we met? Thursday, your upline knows, that we met at Paradise Bakery.
Yes, ma'am.
And here's a kid, he gets the drawing. Some people win the drawing, they just kind of get up. Now, I know all of our personalities are different, but let's get passionate about, now I have a lot of passion, so I'm going to spill it on you today, but let's get passionate about chasing our dreams. Kenny gets up, celebrates winning some hand sanitizer. He doesn't even know what it is yet. He throws the visor on before he sits down. He thinks Xango is still spelled with a Z, you know? He's brand new. But he shared his dream with me. He shared his desire. He shared what he's going to do with his life with me. He's only 24 years old. And he just moved to Arizona a month and a half ago.
Yes.
With his wife and 2 children. And he served in the armed forces for 4 years now. I went to lunch with him the other day, and he showed up in a tie, and a vest, and a nice shirt. I had flip-flops on. I thought, shame on me. Bob used to say, practically all you have to do to be successful in America today is dress better. Well, Kenny, I applaud you. You're going to change a lot of lives with your story.
Thank you.
Kenny was homeless. He was homeless at one time. But what kept you going?
Just determination to succeed. I just had a vision that I will be successful. I didn't know how, but I just know if I put my heart in it and every effort behind it, that it was going to be accomplished.
24 years old. That's what we're looking for. And I'm going to make dang sure that I do my part to make sure that this is what he's successful at, because I know this is his best option. He doesn't know that yet. I know that. That's why you need to borrow your upline's confidence, your upline's passion, your upline's knowledge. His sponsor doesn't even know that yet. It takes time. You're not going to get this in a week. You're not going to get it in a month. I say it takes a year of disciplining yourself to be in the trenches, to go into the meetings, where is everybody today? But watching basketball? Gary loves the Final. He loves basketball. He's here. He doesn't need to be here. But anyways, that's for another meeting. Kenny's here. And you all are here, so I applaud you for being here. And that's who I'm speaking to. But anyhow, I tend to jump around. Occasionally, if you want to pull me back in, Ryan, I know you're always paying attention. Reel me back in. It's an important topic. Otherwise, just let me go.